It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. A good one here in the AFC East. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, for years, this division was dominated by the Patriots, winning 16 of a possible 17 years. For the last 4, it's belonged to Buffalo under Sean McDermott. Now, though, this seems like it's anyone's division.
No question. I mean, you mentioned the Patriots. Obviously, they have one of the greatest traditions of winning in the history of the NFL. New coach, new era. We'll see how that unfolds. You mentioned Buffalo. But I think if I'm a New York Jets fan with Aaron Rodgers back under center healthy, and what Mike McDaniel is building down in Miami, you said it, this is really a division that over the years was a one-horse race, and now I think all 4 of these teams entering the season think this division goes through them.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
There's a handful of guys throughout the league, Mike, at the quarterback position that single-handedly are worth the price of admission, and he's certainly one of them. He can make every throw on the field look routine, and while that gets the majority of the attention, it's the athleticism, it's the toughness as a runner. Frankly, just not a lot of guys at the quarterback position possess it. Not to mention, at all times, he's one of the biggest guys on the field. If he's under center, chances are you're going to be in the competition to compete for a championship every year.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls...
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Kendall Fuller.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Second and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. "21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. A gain there of 11. good for a Dolphins first down.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be second and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what you're...
And he will dive into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Third and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Second down and 8. Off play action, it's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Bills' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he will score. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Tua gonna throw. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. To the outside, he's got Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing again, it's Tua. This one complete to Washington. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Again, it's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense and Curtis Samuel getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the rookie from Florida State, Keon Coleman. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's 2. He runs with it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw for Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. you can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here's Tagovailoa. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and 3rd down coming up.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll run this one straight ahead with a chance. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing is Tua. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On first down, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Allen on third down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's Tagovailoa. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd and 2. Tua to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
3rd and 2. Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. A high throw over the middle that's taken in. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now Allen on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He finds Hollins on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Bills' first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. From the gun, Josh Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, here's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Tua gonna throw, sending it deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Again, it's Tua. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air again, Tagovailoa. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks, even if they come up short.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is caught by Washington. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now, 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd, and now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. So a win here for the Dolphins. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.